following is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
We want thickness.
What's up, protectors? It's the great return of the Thiccness Protection Program, the podcast celebrating body positivity for the adult content creator community. If you don't already know, I am Palm, the Thiccness Pro. Fawxy Baux is here. What up?
Hey, it's me. You might know me from my features such as Beatbox with Dylan, and maybe you watch porn with me too. But that's why we're here today.
All right, grab your lube, boys and girls. It's about to get real splish splashy. All right, what are you in LA for?
To see you.
Okay. What did you just come from? What was last weekend?
Hey, apparently I got voted for one of those AVN nomination thingies, so I was there.
One of those things.
One of them things that's...
Them things, thangin', respectfully speaking.
Let's get.
Right on. Okay, so how was your AVN experience? This was your first time in Las Vegas. What all went down there? Tell me about the vibe. What was your nomination for and all that?
Okay, so first of all, let me grip this real tight for you boys. So I was nominated for a fan nomination for favorite BBW, the only category they'll let a fat bitch into. And I didn't win, but I did win in experience. I never in a million years would I have guessed that I'd have an AVN nomination. Like my first, barely over a year doing pro scenes. Shout out to Dylan for introducing me to all of you. But yeah, we're just two kids that liked hip hop enough to start talking about it, and this is what happened. So I got nominated because of you guys, my fans. Maybe you're not a fan yet, but you will be by the end of this. So I'm a solo performer. The fact that I got on there, I'm also indie, self-produced, self-funded. I've got a few studio scenes. A few of those are also produced from my own studio though. So good shit. So I was there and I did it by myself, which, boys and girls, if you don't travel alone, you should start traveling alone. It is no stress, no bullshit, no drama, just all vibes. So I went and I worked at the expo and I went to the award show, and then I would stay my ass in the hotel room and be good and out of trouble. So that's what I did.
Okay, so let's take them back to the beginning of who was Kelsey before Fawxy Baux. How'd you get into the adult business? Let them know where you grew up. Obviously you've made a big impact on my life, my channel, and all of that. Through Beatbox. But there's still people who may not know who you are and what you do. So tell them how you got started.
Oh, I love talking about myself. So I started in the adult industry in the year 2009. It was December 2009. I had an older boyfriend, big fan of Bunny de la Cruz. Shout out to Bunny. He really thought that I would do well in the adult industry. He kind of showed me what was up. And I learned about cam modeling, so I started on a website called Live Jasmine. I think Live Jasmine is still around, but definitely
that's the shit that pops up before you watch a video on a tube site.
Hey. So I started on Live Jasmine, and then StreamMate, somebody recruited me, and I went over to StreamMate Models, and I did really, really, really well there. There weren't a whole lot of BBWs back then in the industry. I was one of the only ones doing the webcam stuff back then, and my big influence, I would watch Pinky doing the thunderclap, and she just knew how to command a room, and so I watched Bunny, I watched Pinky, and those were the two examples I had, and honestly I think because of those two greats I learned how to do the work right from the beginning, and so I just watched and I learned and I listened. Slowly I became more of a mainstay in the cam world. I got recruited off of sexyjobs.com at some point to work for a small company out of Los Angeles called Mongo Cams. They're probably defunct now. They hired me as their model manager, and I was training people how to do it, but they wouldn't let me be the face because I was a BBW. So I had a roommate at the time. I taught her how to work. She became the top model on the site, and she became the face. And then it all crashed and burned because she loved to smoke meth. So After that, I kind of just did the renegade thing on Instagram. I was always selling pics. I would get on the chat lines on the fucking phone, and I would seduce men out of Western Unions. And I'd
Union at Western Union.
Yeah, you know, I'd use a little fake name, a little secret question. What's your dog's name? I'd be like, oh, Lavender. But anyway, so I did that. I was just always hustling. Back then, I was able to sell like one picture for like $50 just off my little flip phone, and then Instagram. And I just kind of stayed underground forever and ever and tried to leave the industry, did corporate stuff. I was a property manager and leasing agent for the luxury apartments that are part of the problem in America. I faked it. I put on a suit and I pretended like I wasn't a cocksucking slut. And are we allowed to talk like that on this show? I don't know, but I do. But
Fuck it, my show. You're watching.
But yeah, so then I left, was in the corporate world. My world fell apart worse from that. And I ended back up in this, and it's been about 2 years since I've come back. I met Dylan shortly in, and the rest is history.
That was crazy. I was wearing the same T-shirt and hat the first time we did beatbox.
You were?
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm gonna put a picture of it up now.
get a new wardrobe. Just
Yeah, like I don't have enough clothes.
right? No, I think between you and I, we could probably start a store down here.
For real. Okay. Look at the bimbo. She's free.